All right, May the 29th of 2025. Just getting a few steps in from the road. You can probably hear the cars in the background. Starting uphill, so I'm a little bit out of breath already. I don't know how many miles today. I think the rest of the trip is around 18 to 20 for the rest of the 3 days. So should be fairly easy terrain. And if there's cool stuff along the way, I'll make sure and show you. All right, so I'm crossing this little footbridge, a railroad bridge, I guess, to get out of Harper's Ferry. So this gives you some context. There's Harper's Ferry back there. That's West Virginia. This is the Potomac River that I am crossing. The Shenandoah River is this one that you can see that it feeds into. Over there is Virginia, and then over here is Maryland. So once I cross this bridge, I will officially be out of West Virginia and have another state crossed off the list. Right up there is that brewery that I was at yesterday. All right, made it to a little highlight on the trail. This is an empty tomb built by the guy by the name of Gath. At the top it says good night, and then Gath. And then here's the sign about it. You can just pause the video and read it if you want. Basically, built it in order to be buried in. Died somewhere completely different and didn't quite have the money at that time, so it was never used. It's one of the highlights of a little state park that runs right beside the trail here. All right, so one of the neat parts about the trail today, it's walked through or close to a lot of Civil War type stuff. I won't post all of these pictures, or include the pictures with the videos, but there's just a bunch of plaques that basically tell you what happened here, or why this spot is significant, things of that nature. The memorial I was just at, it's about a half-mile off trail, but definitely worth taking. It's something different. Like I said, I like this historical part, being in Maryland, fairly close to Antietam, and then at the conclusion of the trip, I'll be very close to Gettysburg. So it was a nice little side trail. Plus, if I hadn't taken the side trail, I would have never seen that little fawn, who couldn't have been more than a few days old, I wouldn't think. So so that was neat, super neat. And now get back to my spot and keep pushing north. All right, day 61. It's May the 29th of 2025. 23.6 miles today from Harper's Ferry to this little shelter spot. I can't remember, the shelter is back that way, but there's plenty of tenting spots here. It's supposed to be a nice night, so I figured I hadn't been in my tent yet this trip, so I'll try to do that. My original stopping point was about 5 miles back, but there is some stormy weather expected tomorrow, so this puts me my next shelter only 13 miles instead of 18 was before, so I can kind of get to that, see what time I get there, hopefully pull up a radar, which I'll be watching most of the day anyway, and kind of see what the next spot would be and what the storms look like, etc., etc. So pretty much all my stuff is done. I've just got done eating some ramen for dinner, and probably going to look back over today's pictures and start putting a video together. So we'll get back at it tomorrow.